In this lesson, we will learn about strings in Python. We will also learn how to manipulate strings in various ways. So, let's understand what a Python string is. In Python and most other programming languages, a string is a sequence of characters. The characters can be letters, numeric digits, special symbols, and white spaces. In Python, strings are enclosed inside single quotes, double quotes, or triple quotes. Here, the first string, programming is learned by writing programs. A quote by Brain Kernighan is put inside single quotes. The second string is inside double quotes. The third and fourth strings are inside 3 single quotes and 3 double quotes, respectively. Now let's learn how to assign strings to variables in Python. Just follow me along while I code. Here, we assign the string, programming is learned by writing programs, Brain Kernighan, to a variable quote 1. Let's print the string. Here's the output. If we wish, we may use single quotes instead of double quotes as shown here. We are also allowed to use double quotes thrice at the beginning and at the end as shown here. We may also use single quotes thrice at the beginning and at the end of the string as shown here. Please note that most of the programmers use single quotes or double quotes for declaring strings in Python. The triple single quotes or triple double quotes have special uses. The triple single quotes or triple double quotes are mainly used for declaring multiline strings. Here is an example where we use triple double quotes to assign a string to a variable. Here the string is inside triple double quotes, but the string occupies 2 lines. If required, it may extend up to as many lines as is required. Instead of triple single double quotes, we may also enclose the string inside a pair of triple single quotes. Here is an example of such a string. In our 2 earlier examples, we broke a string in multiple lines using a pair of triple double quotes or a pair of triple single quotes. The opening quotes were at the start of the string and the closing quotes were at the end of the string. No more quotes or other symbols were used anywhere else. Now we will learn how to declare a single line string that is extended in multiple lines. For example, consider this string. The string is very long and is not visible completely at the same time. We may see the entire string by scrolling the screen. We don't want to break the string in multiple lines. In such cases, we may use the / character to break the string in multiple lines. The advantage of this technique is that, although the string occupies multiple lines, it is actually a single line string. That is, no new line characters will be introduced in each line breaks as were the case in our earlier 2 examples. Observe the output very carefully. There is no line break. Although the output appears in two lines, it is actually the continuation of the same line. We can access the individual characters of a string using indexes of each character of a string. In Python, each individual character is indexed. The index of the first character is 0 and it increments by 1. So, index 0 points to first character, index 1 points to second character, and so on. There is a concept of negative index also. The negative index starts at -1 and it decreases by -1. So, the indexes look like -1, -2, -3, and so on. Now let's look at the indexes and the negative indexes of the string, hello world, in the illustration below. Note that the string, hello world, is 12 characters long. So, the indexes go like 0, 1, 2, etc. and ends at 11. The negative indexes start at -1 and it goes like -2, -3, -4, etc. from the end of the string and it ends at -12, the length of the string. We can access the elements of the string using the square bracket. Here are a few examples. Message 0 accesses the first element of the string and it is H here. Similarly, message 1 accesses the second element and it is E here. Each of message 11 and message -1 points to the same element and it is an exclamation symbol. In the same manner, message -2 points to the letter D. Here is an example of a for loop that accesses the elements of a string iteratively. Here the loop variable, I, and the membership operator, in, accesses the individual elements of the string message iteratively. The loop variable, I, initially points to the first character of the string and in each subsequent iteration it points to the next character. The loop terminates as soon as the last character of the string is accessed. Let's see how the elements of the string are accessed iteratively, starting from the first element and ending at the last element. To check whether a substring exists inside a string, we may use the membership operator. Here are a few examples. Just follow me along as I code. Here, W, in message checks whether the capital letter W exists inside the string message or not. As it exists, the reply is true. Also, the substring ELL exists. So, the reply is true. There is no V inside the string message. So, the reply is false. Also, there is no small h inside the string message. So, the reply is false. String comparison is case sensitive. Basically, string concatenation is the process of putting two or more strings side by side. The plus operator is used to concatenate two or more strings in Python. Let's consider two string variables s1 and s2. S1 holds hello and S2 holds world. Now consider the statement S3 equals S1 plus S2. Let's print the string S3 and its hello world. That is, the plus operator has concatenated the strings S1 and S2 in the same order and created a new string S3. As a result, S3 holds hello world. If the order of S1 and S2 is changed, the resultant string will also be different. The operator asterisk, when applied to a string, the string is repeated the required number of times as mentioned after the asterisk. Here the statement S2 equals S1 asterisk 5 instructs the Python interpreter to put the string S1 5 times side by side and assign it to a variable S2. Slicing of a string is the process of generating substrings from a given string. We can generate many substrings from the original one in various ways. For example, consider the string "Have a nice day." If we consider the first 4 characters of the string we get, have. Similarly, from character 2 to character 4 we get AVE. From the last 3 characters we get day. In the similar fashion we get more such substrings as shown here. Getting substrings is also possible by taking characters from a defined interval such as first, third, fifth characters, etc. Also, we may get substrings by taking characters in reverse order as shown here. In Python, we can perform string slicing operations using the square brackets and colon notation. Here is the notation. String, square bracket, start index, colon, end index, colon, step, closing square bracket. The value of the start index, the end index, and the step determine what portion of the string will be extracted from the given string. Consider the string, "Have a nice day," assigned to the variable greetings. And these are the indexes for the individual characters of the string. Zero is the index for H, 1 is the index for A, and so on. Now let's do some string slicing operations. Suppose we want to get a substring that starts at index 0 and ends just before index 4. Remember, the end index is exclusive, that is, it will not be considered while extracting the substring. So, we will get a substring from index 0 to index 3 here. So, substring from 0 to 4 will extract, have, from here. Let's run the code and check the result. Change the end index and see what happens. Now extract a substring from index 5 and up to index 11. 11 is exclusive. Now let's mention the step to be 1. And it's the default. So, we get the same result. Now let's change the default as 2 and see the result. Now let's check what happens if we don't mention the end index. 5 : indicates that we want a substring from index 5 and up till the end of the string. So, it will extract, "A nice day." Now let's provide only the end index and no start index and see what happens. Here, :5 extracts a substring from start index and the index just before index 5. If we omit both the start and end indexes, the entire string will be taken as a substring. If we omit all of the start index, end index, and step, the entire string will be taken as a substring. It is possible to extract substrings using negative indexes also. Let's have an example. Here, 8:2:-1 indicates that our substring should start at index 8 and it will go up to index just before index 2, that is 3. Step -1 indicates that the step is 1 but it moves in opposite direction, that is, from end to start side. Let's check few more examples. Our current operation will just reverse the string. It is because both the start and end indexes are omitted, and the step is -1. That is, each character from the end to the start will be taken to prepare the substring. Carefully observe the output. It is simply the reverse of the original string. Let's conclude the session here. We will learn various inbuilt functions and methods for manipulating strings in the next lesson. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe the channel if you like the content. Your comments are welcome. Bye.